Hey everyone, so if you are wondering how did I get a 5-star Captain Marvel, I recently did a crystal stash clearance and I did it parts by parts. So by the time I reached the climax, which was me opening up my 6-star hero crystal, and I went for 7 featured 5-star hero crystal, the footage was lost due to the lack of space in my iPhone storage space. So yeah, the best part of the crystal opening wasn't recorded, and it sucks to not actually show you guys that part of it. But as you can see, I've got Captain Marvel, and I will review who else I got in my next crystal opening, which should be next month, till I saved up enough shards to do another 5-star crystal opening, because I don't want to bore you guys with the less interesting crystals, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it's just safe to say that Captain Marvel was the best character that came out from it. And without any further ado, let's break down Captain Marvel's abilities in a fight against the Nameless Thanos. Alright, let's first go through the synergies. I've brought in Captain Marvel along with Heimdall, 2 Yellow Jackets, and an Ant-Man. So Heimdall is basically there for the cheat death mechanic, while the other 3 are there to boost my attack up to 18%. But these aren't the best synergies, because if you have Nick Fury, your energy charge will last a second longer while in binary ignition. So the yellow icon right under her health bar will be the persistent energy charges, and when blocking an attack, you gain 1 charge. For each parry you make, you get 2. These charges caps out at 25 stacks, and it can be carried forward to the next fight. That is why you gain a small percentage of power for each energy charge that you have in the next fight. And lastly, she suffers additional damage when Mystic Champions hits into her blocks. You can get into binary ignition when you have over 10 energy charges by either getting knocked down or dashing back and holding block for 1.2 seconds. Entering binary ignition purifies all debuffs, but you cannot generate any more energy charges, and each charge lasts 1.2 seconds. But if you have Nick Fury, it lasts for 2.2 seconds. And before Thanos got into his primeval cocoon phase, I was at 17 energy charges. So after using this special 3, I'll get over 25 stacks of it. Pushes me to binary ignition, and I'll get a power gain bar from that special 3. Entering binary ignition grants me permanent fury buffs, and not only that, you deal additional 30% energy damage when you strike an opponent with an armor break debuff. So let me pause the fight right here. As you can tell, I dealt 4.7k physical damage and 1.4k in terms of energy damage. Another good thing about being in binary ignition is that although you are unable to generate energy charges via your SP1 or by blocking hits from the opponent, landing heavy attacks will generate you 3 energy charges, and this is super useful against the Nameless Thanos, as once you get him into a corner, you can continuously fire off your heavy attack, as he only generates 1 bar of power every 10 seconds. So yeah, this really helped me a lot in staying in binary ignition. So while in binary ignition, Captain Marvel's special attacks are unblockable, but you do need to expend a few energy charges. So right here I threw my special 2, went in for 2 mediums, followed by a heavy attack and then a 4-hit combo. That allows me to deal damage and extend my energy charges. He threw his special 1 and I threw mine as well, which was unblockable. That pushes me near to Thanos, and since I needed to generate energy charges to stay in binary ignition, I constantly threw my heavy attacks and then followed it up with a special 2 to bring him down closer to 65% health for his next phase. When Captain Marvel hits her opponent with a light or medium attack, it has a 15% chance to inflict an armor break debuff. Intercepting their dash attack has a 100% chance to inflict it, and countering the opponent's heavy with your own removes all armor up effects and inflicts stun for 2.5 seconds. The percentage to inflict armor break debuffs with her light and medium attack increases to 60 when she's in binary ignition. And last but not least, Captain Marvel is poison immune as well. So as you can tell, my 5-star Captain Marvel is unawakened. So if you take a look at her sick ability, this is actually taken out from my 2-star Captain Marvel. So if she's awakened and gets into her binary ignition, she gets an indestructible buff that lasts for a few seconds, and it can be activated again after a cooldown. But the buff and half of Captain Marvel's energy charge can be removed when she is struck by a special attack. So that is about all for her abilities. So now let's take a look at the gameplay. I managed to dodge the special 2 once again, but didn't manage to get an intercept and get rid of the inverted controls, which messed me up and pushes my health down to 25%. Managed to get the last parry for this fight since Thanos is going to be stun immune at 40% health. Focused on generating my energy charges via heavy attack so that I can stay in binary ignition before I threw my special 3. And if you have noticed, my previous special 3 were all 12% bonus attack, and it really boils down to the last 30% health of Thanos's, whether or not I'm able to hit that sweet 20% additional bonus attack, because I messed up right here with my intercept, but thankfully the Heimdall synergy saved us right here. So I'm playing really cautiously while I'm looking at my energy charges depleting. So after the special 2, I went in for a 5-hit combo, and afterwards I just went all in with heavy attacks after my medium. So that was really risky, but it brought me up to 19 energy charges before I pushed him to 30% health. Did get an intercept straight away, but I wasn't focused on using my special 3. But I did get the perfect bonus of plus 20% additional damage, and that is what matters, because the last let's see what percentage he is brought down to, 22%. So right now it is a race against his power gain. I went in for 2 intercepts by now, and then went in for another one, so he has already reached his special 3, and I'm just hoping that he dashes towards me for yet another one. And he did, guys, he did. So I went in for the last special 3 of this fight, and I managed to get yet another perfect bonus. But the question right here is it enough though to knock him out? The answer is no, because it brought him down to 1%. But if you guys can recall, in binary ignition you do an additional 30% energy damage when striking an opponent with an armor break debuff, and he has plenty of it. So in the end he drops down to 0%, and that was pretty clutch. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Hope you guys learned more about Captain Marvel. I definitely did had a lot of fun playing her. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Adios.